All right, everybody, welcome back to Armies on Parade. Today we're doing the range review for Blood Angels. I'm John, your host. Matt.
Me. Meh.
Okay. And so, so, so we've
Hi.
got so we've got Matt, who is actually able to speak.
Hello.
Marcus.
Oh, I'm the tryhard 40k nerd.
Yes. So this is one of a range review that we're doing in line with our series of range reviews. We've done Dark Angels up to this point and Space Marine. So the next step here is another Codex non-compliant chapter, the Blood Angels. Initial thoughts, guys?
That guy's helmet is too blue.
Yeah, 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
Blood Angels are super cool.
Second best chapter that has blood in their name.
Well, I'm pretty sure the
Yeah.
Blood Ravens, Matt, is a successor chapter to the Blood Angel.
I don't think they are.
No?
I think they're a mystery.
Are they?
Because no one ever thought that hard about them.
They exist for an RTS.
One of the better Space Marine armies, Sanguinius, was their Primarch. They're a noble yet tragic Space Marine chapter. During the Horus Heresy, Sanguinius battled Horus aboard Horus's flagship and was famously killed in that battle. Since then, their chapter has been scarred by that genetic legacy of reliving the death of their Primarch.
If I'm not wrong, don't they have two? The Black Rage and the Red Haze or something?
I think the red haze is more their power, and then the black, there's the price of that power.
So, in that summary that you guys just gave, you had the correct words in incorrect order. So, it's the Black Rage, okay,
The Red Thirst.
and the Red Thirst. Yeah.
Which
So,
are actually not the same thing.
yeah, I think you said Red Rage, and then Marcus
You're
was like,
right.
they have the Black Thirst. So, yeah, so, no, okay, so
The Blood Angles.
no.
Because people don't know how to spell.
0 out of 10. 0 out of 10 joke.
Your successor chapter.
their sigil is just like a right angle with like the little protractor marks on it. So the 10th edition detachments are here.
Yeah, I mean, Liberator Assault Force is essentially a little bit better than their index, and it's really good. I think +2 strength is a breakpoint where all marine weapons become able to damage most vehicles on 5. That and +1 attack, it's one of the better rules you can have for just any melee army. Mixed with their super good enhancements in that detachment, mixed with insanely good strats. That detachment makes round and pound melee armies capable just because of how strong it is. Lost Brethren, sadly, is just a worse version of it. It does some good stuff, but it's too locked in on Death Company, which honestly Liberator Force just does more for. But it's cool. And then Angelic Host is the one that we still have to figure out. It is an Upsy Downsy detachment. So that is some stuff you can pick up to end of your opponent's turn, come back down. A lot of good strats in there. Just I could see people doing strong stuff. I don't think anyone's really done it to a great extent yet.
As we go into the range review here, a lot of people when this range was refreshed weren't a big fan of the range refresh. We're probably going to be a little bit nicer about it. Paint scheme for Blood Angels, red armor, black iconography, a little bit of silver. Super cool. And then Death Company on the right side here, you can paint up Death Company as a completely separate scheme. Similar to Blood Angels, it kind of gives you the option of painting 2 different armies within the same army. So if you get a little bit tired of, maybe painting red, you can have a couple Death Company squadrons or something like that.
Yep.
That you
No
go
reason
in
they
on.
can't be vehicles or anything like that.
Exactly.
It's gonna help pop. You can do mix and match.
I like using yellow, their secondary color, more than blue. I think yellow makes them pop pretty well.
Oh yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and you can kind of see a little bit of that here with the Aquila. These things are, I think, bronzish, but they have like a yellowish hue. So same here, same here. So you could really do a shoulder pad, a sergeant's helmet is yellow, or whatever you want to do. Might be a bit better than the blue we saw on the...
I hate that blue D-pad. It makes no sense.
It's fine. Whenever I think of one of the best, not just models within the Blood Angels range, but also models in the Space Marine range, I think of Commander Dante. A lot of people probably agree with me. He is an amazing model.
100%.
The one thing I'll say, and Matt, you might remember this, but I said, what do you know about Blood Angels, Matt? And you said, those are the Space Marines that have the wings.
Yep.
Yep.
So where are Dante's wings? I don't remember if the previous Dante sculpt had wings.
A lot of people built them with him. I don't.
Why don't they all have angel wings?
The Sanguinor has giant wings.
He didn't. I don't think he's ever had wings. I think he's always been a jump pack.
But the original Sanguinary Guard had wings. Kind of thing where, as soon as you said that, Matt, I was like, that's going to be the perfect way to talk about why people are disappointed with Sanguinary Guard.
100%.
We'll get to them. They're missing wings. Spoiler alert.
This guy he's pretty cool. I like his little tootsies.
This is gonna be a problem to have a bunch of these guys. What's wrong with his face? I don't like his face.
Honestly, I think it's pretty good.
I like it from that bottom middle photo, kind of where you kind of see him straight on. I don't like the side view of it.
This view versus this view.
Yeah, I don't like it from the side. Like I can't really tell what things are from. You get it straight on, it makes a lot of sense.
I think in the lore, these masks are supposed to be the death masks.
Yeah, death mask. Yep.
Yeah. Cool, unique identity.
Yeah, I think it does a lot. That's the one thing I have for criticism about the model. I like the axe. I like the whole pistol. Amazing pose. Sweet action pose. There's a lot to like about it here.
This artist, the GW artist who painted this, did non-metallic metal gold. And it looks incredible. Achieving this kind of result as a hobbyist, you need to be in this hobby for a long time. Unless you're a uniquely talented individual. There are people out there like that. And so whenever I think about one of the biggest drawbacks with this model, I think about trying to get the result from the box art, or like close to it. You're probably going to end up maybe a little bit disappointed.
Metallics are great to work with to get to a baseline, and it's kind of hard to get it to the 100%, to get to the 110%.
Well, you saw my Custodes, Marcus. I mean, they were fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's great about Metallic.
They weren't amazing, right? Like, they were good for tabletop.
Yeah, but you didn't put that much time to them. To get to them to 80 to 90%, great. To get that last 10% with Metallic.
Yeah, I mean, if your goal here is to get Commander Dante to tabletop standard, it's probably going to be pretty easy, right? Just slap down a base paint of gold, dry brush on like a Liberator gold or a lighter gold, and then wash with a Reikland Fuss shade, or you can probably get them looking pretty good doing that. But I guess the point I'm making is, if this is your showcase, right?
It takes a commitment.
Right.
Like, this guy hand painted every single one of those.
Yeah.
Like, the abs are separately shaded. That also maintains a consistent light source. Do that manually.
Yeah, that's an incredible skill, and it's not metallic. That's done with paints that mimic.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to the artist that did this. If you're trying to do this and you want to try and pull this off, this might be the model you try non-metallics on, and you really spend a lot of time on, because I think if you're a Blood Angels player, it's a great model, and also it's going to be your centerpiece.
Here we go. Here's what you're thinking of.
There we go.
I guess this could be your centerpiece too, but porque no los dos? Why not both?
Yeah, I thought these were the same character.
I don't know why the other guys didn't have this jump back wing combination.
Yeah, it's incredible. Blood Angels players, get in the comments. Tell us why who the Sanguinor is.
Is he like an avatar of Cain? Like,
He's just some dude.
Like, is his name the Sanguinor?
Yeah, he's a special character, so he's the Sanguinor.
He's kind of like a faceless Marine for a reason. Yeah, like, I didn't choose to put on the mask. He was brother Bloodicus in a previous life, and then the Sanguinor died, but the Sanguinor can never die, so they just replaced him.
He chugged down that goblet of Red Bull.
Yeah, no, it was
weird. He has the real red thirst.
Not sponsored. This is a great model. I love everything about it.
We've said it before, the flight stand versus these unique flight stands, and Jesus Christ, does this guy have a cool flight stand?
Yeah. I like Celestine's a bit more. He could use birds for scale, like Celestine has.
Or baby slaves, like baby serfs.
Yeah, baby slaves for scale, that'd be a good one.
He should be jumping off little babies.
Yeah.
This guy's sweet.
A couple more skulls here and there. This tells me they do drink the blood.
Yeah, that's what the sanguinary priests are. They all have cups. Like, take this sippy.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's weird.
Don't think about it.
I love the jetpack on this guy. I think it's a really, really awesome way of doing it. Same thing I would say about Commander Dante, I would say about this guy. It would take some real challenge and some real work to get this kind of non-metallic metal paint job on the miniature. Again, you could get it to a pretty decent standard and it would look pretty good.
Stuff like the wings is actually deceptively a lot harder than it looks, because it isn't just that the guy like slapped white on there.
Yeah.
Like, if you actually look at the wings, they're individually painted to have like that shading at the base, and then they go lighter, and then the next stage resets that, and then the very outer edge are darker, and they have that curve at the top. It's one of the definitely like those understated things that makes the whole thing pop. You don't have to do it. If you just paint those white and then put like a wash on them, it'll look good. But like to take it to that next level that this guy did,
I mean, I'll say it's really tough to go this level of white and then wash with like a Nuln Oil. You really have to dilute that Nuln Oil so
yeah,
that
you
it
got to be
doesn't
very
leave
careful.
right. So it doesn't leave like staining and splotching all over the wings.
I would shade this with a bluish wash.
Yeah, might help it pop a little bit, or a mix of the two. After you wash it, build up those highlights again.
So tremendous model. Buy 6 of them and take the wings off. Put them on your secondary guard.
Yeah, you could probably
With
get.
6 wings on one of them.
I guarantee you, when we get to the Sanguinary Guard, we can talk more about this, but I guarantee you that there's third-party wings.
Put 100 wings, make a Bible accurate Sanguinor.
Do, 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 do. Yeah.
I can tell you have thoughts, Matt.
Fucking God, Jesus.
So,
You look like Gary Oldman from Dracula with his stupid ass muscle suit.
so that's flayed skin. One of the things I'll say, it's really funny to me that you're laughing and you find this really stupid because of the range refresh, people tend to like this guy.
I mean, he's pretty awesome. It's just, I think Blood Angels are actually really stupid in a really cool way.
This is a great buzz. I don't like his face,
Which is
but
funny because I actually like I love Celestine and the actual Angel, but like I think the Blood Angels get a little bit goofy. This guy's awesome. His stupid greasy like emo haircut and his stupid black wings and his Gary Oldman muscle suit.
Someone somewhere might be listening to this while they paint him up and they're just like deflating as you say these things.
he's super cool.
They like
Like
sit back in their chair and they're just like, it is kind of stupid, isn't it?
in a good way. Like this is like
In a
this
good
is
way.
this is a new model that is super cool and super dumb.
Ton of personality. Like this has character to it. I am very much entertained by it.
And, like the other two were epic. This guy's cool. Yeah, I like him a lot. This is what you want.
I didn't know they had these guys.
Or replaces Axe with a chair.
I am very much entertained by it.
Not
Motivational acts.
Yeah, motivational acts. All he really has to do is raise it over his head. People generally get the idea at that point.
I get why people like him because I think the old Ashrath wasn't particularly a great model, and that's why people like this one.
Yeah, and like this guy kept his aesthetic, I think is the main
Yeah.
thing. The whole flayed flesh suit is something that was consistent from the old model that they kept and they upgraded and improved on. I think it'd be cool if you had like a Blood Angels army that was this color of red and kind of kept that consistent across the whole army.
I could see that being cool. Very old one.
Let's move on before Matt decides to bully Blood Angels players.
I'm gonna bully him hard.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of models to go through here, and some of them definitely do not improve on this, in my opinion.
I have a lot of vampire jokes. Oh, speaking of.
Mephistion.
Yeah, go ahead and unleash your vampire jokes on this guy.
He's really sweet. That's one of the cooler cloak poses. Except for his little like meh face.
So I like the gun. Like maybe I do that just to cover his mouth. Like it's like, oh, they're definitely vampires. Okay.
I like his little pose where he's like nibbling on his finger there.
It looks like he just witnessed like a construction accident. He's like,
He's like, oh my god.
yeah.
They really should have wore those helmets. Oh.
like he accidentally called out to one of his brothers who was then like hit by a piece of heavy equipment. He's like, oh.
I like his bloodborne vials. This definitely leans way more into the vampire than the angel side of things, and I feel like it kind of is going in two directions. It's vampire stuff and it's angel stuff. This is way more vampire-y.
Yeah, that cape looks amazing. That's probably the best looking cape I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I like the tiny baby demon skulls that he has.
On his topping his psycher tubes or whatever those are called.
Yeah, it's
I
like
spent 40 years.
Like greater demons? Nah, those guys, I don't with them. Find me the baby demons.
Those are children. Of the characters so far, though, he's probably my least favorite. It is a good point, though, you bring up, Matt, where it's like they're going angel and they're going vampire, and this guy's like on the vampire end of the spectrum. It makes you wonder if it's, there's two guys at GW who were designing Blood Angels at the same time, and they're like, they're vampires, and then the one guy's like, they're angels, and the guy's like, no, and then they fight, and then it gets a little intimate, you know.
You got your blood in my angels.
Yeah,
You got your angels in my blood.
you're right. Maybe Blood Angels was born out of that union, but I don't like the vampire aesthetic as much as I like the
I like the
Golden
gold
Angel.
angels. Yeah.
So if you're going into this the vampire aesthetic, I think they did a good job on this. He definitely reads as a vampire.
If he had a cool helmet, I think he would be my favorite.
I agree with that. If he had a death mask like the Sanguinary Guard or like Dante. But the thing I don't like about the model, really, more than anything else, is the giant popped collar that he's got going on.
Massive popcorn.
I kind of love it.
He has no peripheral vision. Who said that?
That is exactly what I was gonna say, Matt. He definitely has to turn his entire body to see around him. Forget about your transhuman physiology and your massive reflexes. You're gonna have
Michael
to turn.
Keaton Batman problem.
Yeah.
He said that.
Oh, speaking of Michael Keaton Batman problems, I think these are nipples that are modeled on here.
Oh, never mind. I love him.
Yeah, 10 out of 10. I take it all
He's got
back.
the bat nipples.
Underneath its cloak is just two massive swollen testes. Maybe a step too far, but
Maniptons.
Not far enough.
yeah. I'm not a big fan. Like, whenever I look at the Dark Angels range, it makes me want to collect Dark Angels. When I look at the Blood Angels unique models, it doesn't inspire me to desire to collect Blood Angels. If you're
It's a flavor.
right, and I'm certain there's certain people out there who are going to see this guy and think, oh, he's the coolest. And if that's you, power to you, man. That's the thing.
And you're a chaos guy, John. I mean, come on.
I am a chaos guy. This guy looks more like a
Pretty close.
a crappy.
You could really proxy that guy for his CSM Lord.
I don't even think I would.
You rip off his head, give him a cool helmet, then it would make a lot more sense.
I have painted a lot of shoulder pads with skulls on them, though, so this is really close. So, well, anyway, let's keep moving.
Yeah, here's I think the most criticized guy.
Why? Why, Marcus?
As we said, what the f*** is wrong with his face?
What's wrong with your face?
It's like he's got a ball gag.
He's in the receiving pose as well. Yeah, I think this is the one most people make fun of. A lot of people did not like this model. I get the pose they're going with, and if he had a cooler helmet...
No, that ain't it, Chief.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were going for with this one. To me, it doesn't look like a Primaris Marine. I feel bad for just for just shitting on Blood Angels, but like this is another one where it doesn't get me excited for the range. I look at this and I'm just like, I don't want that model. Matt, say something redeeming.
He has a cool hit 'em stick.
Crozius.
So, yeah, you made that word up. It's a mace.
You made that word up. No, I didn't. You're right, though. Someone somewhere did.
He's a chaplain, right?
Yeah, 100%. He's the worst looking chaplain we've seen.
I think Blood Angels are like known for their jump pack characters and stuff, and he's a named jump pack captain or chaplain.
Yeah, he's the guy that gives -1 damage and lethal hits to Death Company.
Blood Angels get special babysitter chaplains in the Death Watch. It's kind of a cool fact.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I see this guy in person and I have a bit of a change of heart, but it's tough. These last couple ones have been tough for me. They don't really do much for me.
It might help if he didn't have a pure white background.
Not awful, just like it could have been so much cooler.
Or if he was to scale, like if someone was next to him, it might help him be a more imposing model. What if he was doing this pose with like a leaping base? I don't know. Take notes, GW, for the next range refresh.
Instead of having smoke trails, make it just like giant fountains of blood whenever he jumps around and stuff.
Oh yeah, blood jump pack. There we go. Fixed him.
Blood packs.
And have like 8 serfs like attached to them.
Just strapped to his shoulder pads with tubes coming out of them. Yeah, that'd be really stupid. That would certainly dial it up to 12. The stupid up to 12.
He's dumb enough, but he's not that good dumb.
Again, if you like this model, power to you.
You're sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Sorry.
You like what you like.
That's true.
I don't get it, but you'll spend the rest of your time playing 40k explaining why you like it. So get used to that. Now, a model that I do like.
Yep, pretty great captain.
I really like the asymmetry on these guys, like the single wing on the shoulder.
This paint job does a lot too. Jesus Christ, that looks amazing.
That's hard.
Honestly, I think I like the red captain more than the gold guy.
I love a good cape. I like a cape on a captain. I'm a big fan.
I love Power Fists.
Oh yeah,
I love Hulk hands.
pretty cool model. But ooh, put the helmet on.
Guy without the helmet, he just looks like he's been given too much blood, you know?
Yep.
Like those vials are his. He's just
Yeah,
like,
that's his job. He has the sippy cup. He gives people some sippies.
gives them blood.
Gives him Mountain Dew game fuel.
I'm so done with apothecaries. Like, I think he's cool. I think
Yeah.
he's unique enough that you're gonna be like, that's the Blood Angels apothecary. Apothecaries have never really been very good since I've played the game, and
Oh, they used to be busted in 7th. Like, just give a feel no pain to a unit.
well,
I think they were
they used
busted.
to bring back at the beginning of 9th. They used to be able to
Yeah.
bring back bikes, and people were like, that's gonna be the next big thing. And then COVID happened, and no one played the game for 2 years,
Oh,
and it
why?
was nerfed before it even was a thing. It's cool that he is his own unique model. Like, if I'm a Blood Angels player, I'm happy that the Sanguinary Priest exists.
Rest in peace to Jump Pack Sanguinary Priest. He is the one thing that made Vanguard Vets a playable unit.
I wish GW would do more of it where they still have the data sheet, but you just have to kit bash this guy with a jump pack. It wouldn't be a big deal to slap a jump pack on this guy.
No, that army was too good, I guess. The one unit of Vanguard Vets they took, not the 30 Death Company.
Yeah. The model's cool. Of the heads, I actually do like this guy's face. I know you guys probably disagree with that.
Super well painted. I think the Apothecary helmet is also just a cool helmet.
Yeah, I can agree with that. And people should wear helmets in battlefields.
Yeah. Especially your medic.
Yeah, and the addition of the extra red on the medic class does make it pop, like red, white, great medic look.
Yep, one of our older models.
If we didn't have the new model, this guy's pretty cool.
Yeah, for a Terminator, I think he's really cool. He's got an awesome battle axe.
Good looking. The face looks great.
Face looks amazing for an old model, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I wouldn't get him because you're probably going to get a new one. Or just if you want him, get the new Librarian and Terminator armor and just Blood Angel him up.
I mean, this is a cool collector's piece. I certainly agree with what you said, though. I wouldn't necessarily prioritize getting this guy. He's probably going to be retired. I wouldn't be surprised if this data sheet just goes away.
But the models are great, so it makes sense why they still want to keep making it.
Yeah, and they probably haven't sold out of it yet.
Yeah.
Speaking of models, they probably need a range refresh or a refresh at some point. I hope the chaplain doesn't go away. I hope they get their chaplain, but it would have been better if you could build Lamartie's as a Blood Angels chaplain as well. I don't know how they would do that. Maybe just a different head or...
I didn't know that it was a data sheet for a Blood Angels chaplain. I thought they took chaplains.
Nope. Yeah, no, everything on this slideshow. So this is something I probably should have mentioned the very first second of the episode and from the Space Marine range review, but every single model we're reviewing has a data sheet. That's the criteria. If it doesn't have a data sheet, and I was using Wahapedia for that, but if it doesn't have a data sheet, it's not in the range review. If it does have a data sheet, I included the model.
I think he's pretty cool, but I don't think there is a Blood Angels chaplain anymore.
It's a weird jump pack. It's cool, but like
it looks like someone made him.
I've never seen a jump pack like that on anyone else.
No, it's very weird. Don't spend too much. I'm 90% sure this guy doesn't actually exist. But you need chaplains. I think chaplains are.
Well, I'm 90% sure he does exist, Marcus. We're gonna sit here and wait until you figure it out.
I looked, and he's not on the list.
What? What
What
the hell do you mean? No, I don't believe you. We're keeping all this in, by the way. I'm gonna edit this so that it makes me sound right. Alright, well, this guy doesn't exist anymore. Sorry, Blood Angels players. I actually do think this is a cool model as old Marines go.
It goes hard as an old model. Like, as far as like old models, this is like the most dynamic post you'll ever see.
Yeah, and I hope maybe when the next edition comes out and Space Marines get their yearly or their editionally refresh, this guy can be included, or a chaplain can be included.
Maybe he'll get a ball gag like Lamartie's.
For the love of God, do not give him a ball gag. Learn from your mistakes, GW. Whoever did the Blood Angels range refresh, clearly they're a talented artist, but they didn't get the right instructions, I assume.
Give him some nipple clamps.
Nipple clamps, yeah.
Assless chaps.
Assless chaps.
Yeah, give him assless chaps. A ball
That's where the
gag.
bud goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He edges the line between the black rage, black haze.
Nailed it.
Black rage
Absolutely nailed that dismount, man.
He's found the cure for the Black Rage. We got an edge.
That's
Yeah.
my secret captain.
All right. Well, I'm
I'm
gonna
always bloody.
have to cut out literally all that because that's definitely not family friendly. Yeah. All right. Cool model. Awesome. Very very cool. Love the wings. Love the Crozius. Love the pose. I love the face mask. Chaplains are super cool. He's an old Marine. Probably don't buy him. Apparently he's Legends. If you're like me and you're right, you know that he's still in the Codex. So I mean, Lamarty's would have been a lot cooler if they just copied this guy. But
Yep.
and made him true to Primera scale. Either way, let's talk Sangard.
Ooh.
Remember we were
Oh,
talking, Matt, and you were like, aren't those the guys with the wings?
distinct lack of wings. They have fins. They have the little tiny fins on their spaceship. I thought these guys had like the pseudo, like not the feather wings.
So let me just say, I like these models. Get in the comments, tell us why specifically you don't like the models, because I literally Googled that. I Googled, why do people hate the new Sanguinary Guard? The Google AI bot that shows up at the top of Google now told me it's because they don't have wings and the aesthetic didn't carry over from the old models. I don't exactly know what that means, but I didn't have Sanguinary Guard. I wasn't attached to the old models. I thought the old models looked really pretty terrible.
They're old. The wings are the cool part, and that's the one thing they didn't keep.
That's the one thing they got rid of, yeah. Do I think these guys would look better with wings? Yes, I do. And I included this next... Oh, yeah, I included the old Sangard on here.
They don't
Giant
look
wings.
awful, but yeah, they definitely don't have the poses.
So
Mhm.
someone I think from Reddit literally just photoshopped this guy with astrograph wings. And I was
That's
looking, I
really
did a
good.
little bit of Googling, and it took me like 2 seconds to find third-party 3D printed Sanguinary Guard wings that you can just attach to their jump packs.
Yep.
If you really, really want your wings on your Sanguinary Guard, and why wouldn't you? Because this guy on the right here looks awesome. No one's stopping you from going that route. The ones I saw were like $6 for all four, or for all three of them.
Are you allowed to third-party wings on them and still be tournament legal?
They're okay if they say if you make them yourself. But if you want to buy plastic, there's an Age of Sigmar model that has pretty cool jump wings. This is what we were trying to do when we were trying to make your jump Custodes guys.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What are they called? Because I only play good games.
Yeah, there's like the Sigmar Angels or something.
I guarantee there's bits out there for wings for these guys. It would take a little bit of kit bashing to make it happen. Yeah, judging by the backlash associated with these, I'm assuming it's a pretty common topic. If you want to ask around on Reddit, I'm sure people have done that and made pretty good alternatives to these. And if you have a 3D printer and you don't play at GW, I mean, I don't know anybody who plays at GW stores. Maybe that's more common in Europe, but if you don't, run it by your TO. Your TO is going to be totally fine with it. I don't think anybody would care too much about 3D printed wings on these guys, and honestly, GW shouldn't care either because you bought the kit. What you put on it is kind of up to you. Yeah.
Most shops will print them for you if you have a good shop.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Or you can get them from Etsy or any number of recasting places. So there's definitely options out there. One of the things that people talked about were the death masks that didn't really carry over from the old guys, but I don't necessarily see that. I think these masks look pretty cool.
I think they read a little bit better. There's less going on, so you can see some more detail. Good poses. You got the cool armor. The jump backs are big and bulky. They look like they have some weight to them. Great cool ass weapons. You don't see 30 on the table anymore, which is nice because I think there's like 20 in existence. They're in every Blood Angels army.
It's really cool that Blood Angels armies play Sanguinary Guard.
It's been real sad that they haven't been able to up until the Codex. They were really bad.
Are you a cool guy that puts the cooler weapon, or do you put the better rolls on your model? And if you don't pick the cool guy weapon, you will be judged.
Yeah, the spear is very unique. It's always hard. Like the maces. Same for the sisters. You want the halberds or maces?
Yeah.
Just wait a couple months. The spears will probably be good. You know, build whatever you
They're
think.
fine. They're not bad. It's a legit choice. That's what's good. Like there is not a bad choice.
Magnetize the hilt of the sword and add a little spear shaft to it. Boom. Could be a sword or a spear.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that sounds like an absolute nightmare.
With PVC pipe.
Maybe with your mix of super glue and wood glue, Matt, you can make that work. But
That'll do it.
yeah, I don't know that. Just pure, just to get this in there. That's a joke. Do not use wood glue on your models.
Huh?
20 years later, that Eldar is still together.
That's definitely. Yeah, if you're bothered by mold lines, though, not a good solution, because...
We were painting them, and he was like, "Is that one wearing a belt? What is that thing around their waist?" I was
Oh,
like, "Oh, I think that was my wood glue.
yeah,
It's just concrete on it now. That's never coming off."
that's Wraithbone growing around his waist, yeah. Blood Angels Assault Terminators. I
Oh.
suspect that these guys are going to go the way of the Dodo too, if they haven't already, because Wahapedia apparently has Legends data sheets on it. But these guys are really cool. This is one of the better poses for a Terminator I've seen.
Yeah.
And this is a cool ass banner. And these Thunderhammers are dope. And this guy is charging into the fray.
Wolverine out.
It's tough to make Terminator armor look dynamic. They certainly
They
tried. It's fine. This was a cool kit. Like I said, I would steer clear of it. If you really want these guys, you might even be able to kit bash your own versions or.
I'm hoping for better shields, like those little baby shields, aren't
Yeah,
it?
those little baby shields, and I'm not doing it.
God, I hope they don't give them baby shields.
I wonder. I'm interested to see where they go with it. I much prefer the Blade Guard veteran type shield, the full body
100%.
shield. Maybe the reason they're carrying these assault shields is because they're assault shields. So maybe whenever they redo the assault range, it'll be.
Yeah, like make him like a kite shield or something. Give him an attack profile.
It could be cool with a cool pose, but not when they're standing squared up.
Definitely something to look forward to. I'm not sure if the Blood Angels are going to get their own individual Terminator kit.
I don't think so.
Probably not.
The Terminators aren't their style. They're the jump
Yeah.
packs. Oh baby, get them if you can find them.
Or don't.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
They're pretty bad too. Like when Blade Angels were good, they were super good because they're super cheap and they're fast. And they didn't get worse. They got more expensive. I think we are all in team. Don't buy Predators unless we want to play Horus Heresy.
I think it'll be interesting to see if they do like a ball repulsor.
No reason not to.
I'd keep the guy on top.
I doubt it. I think this is probably going to be folded away too. I'd like to see them do more with Blood Angels. If you're going to remove these unique data sheets, like the Chaplain with Jump Pack, and you're going to remove the Ball Predator, and you're going to remove the Assault Terminators, I'd like to see them get some other stuff, maybe.
I'd like to see them get a jump pack intercessor, like the guys with the plasmas, but give them flamethrowers.
Oh, that'd be super cool.
I mean, that might be more of a salamander thing, I guess.
Yeah, but they don't seem to be doing these unique range refreshes with the chapter compliant.
Yeah, so good to
legions. I don't necessarily like the idea of them just being like, this Predator is from Ball. It's got different guns. I think that's pretty stupid. I don't understand what makes this thing any different than a regular Predator.
It's slightly faster.
It's slightly
faster.
Why is it slightly faster? Because it comes from Ball? Like, what about Ball makes it slightly faster? Is it just like
they're balling?
They grease the tires with blood or something? What's the deal? Why?
Put the new floaties on the Jeep.
They're feeding the machine spirit a constant 24/7 IV drip.
They run the bloody bottoms underneath.
Okay, if you're a Blood Angels player and there's an actual answer, get in the comments. Because I'd love to hear it. I don't know why this thing exists. I just think the entire concept of a Ball Predator is pretty stupid. Come at me.
Here's his address. Go get him, guys.
It's for assault? Is that what it is? It's an assault version of the
Yeah, I can like assault shoot. It can take a lot of flamethrowers.
Okay, whatever. Predator is an iconic model. I think it's very cool. It's definitely seen its day, and I think it's going to be Legends, probably sooner rather than later. How cool would it be if they had a Dreadnought that was Blood Angel specific, with 2 giant lightning claws on either hand, and a jump pack?
Jump pack Dreadnought would be awesome.
Legitimately, like, it would probably look really... Depending on how they go about it, it might look really stupid, but it'd be super cool if they had a super mega assault Dreadnought.
Do it. Give us more Dreadnoughts.
Give him really tiny angel wings that clearly cannot lift him.
Yeah, that would be cool. If he had giant angel wings, that'd be awesome.
No, tiny angel wings.
No, I don't want tiny angel wings. I want big ass angel wings. That clearly can still not lift him, but...
I want him to look the butterfly from the end of A Bug's Life.
I'm a pretty butterfly. Little flappy wings. Yeah, that would definitely, that would be... I think that's too far on the end of the spectrum of stupid of Lamartie's, Matt.
Fiction.
They could give him a giant ball gag.
You're right, blood jump pack.
Yeah. That's an awesome idea. Another idea would be, and I think what they're actually going to do is they're going to make a unique death company. This is one of the things that they could easily do with like a kill team, right? They could have Death Company as a kill team, and they could just release that kit. And
they have a new Death Company.
I know that they have the upgrade sprue. I think that's stupid. I think they should have their own kit. If, for the love of God, if Night Lords have their own kill team, this has been Range Review from Armies on Parade. I think we probably didn't do a very good job. None of us play Blood Angels, so it's sort of we spent a lot of the time making fun of it, but it is there are some standouts for sure. I do like the Sanguinary Guard. I do like Dante. The Sanguinor is really cool. Good.
Wait, who are those guys in the back with jetpacks and 2 guns? Are they just normal? Are they not
Inceptors.
actually a Blood Angel?
No,
Yeah, there's normal dudes.
those are Plasma Inceptors, or Inceptors rather.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
The bolt gun Inceptors. Yeah, and they're very cool.
They're super cool. I kind of assumed there's going to be a Blood Angel specific version of them.
Are Blood Angels like famous Dreadnought Chaplain or something like that?
But specifically, they had a Blood Angels Chaplain Dreadnought that essentially had wings. It could technically fly.
That's awesome.
That does sound pretty cool. So if you're a Blood Angels player and you know exactly which direction GW should go in the future with this range, get in the comments. Let us know what you think. Inform Marcus that the Chaplain is still a data sheet.
That's the thing. I bet there's as many Blood Angel players as there's Votan players.
Yeah, if not,
They
I guarantee
deserve.
there's more.
Like, yeah, they deserve to have models. Everyone deserves models. You come on, GW.
Blood Angels deserves new models. I saw a Reddit comment that said GW should just redo the range refresh for Blood Angels. Sorry to that specific Redditor, but you're shit out of luck, buddy.
They're not bad.
No, they're not.
There's some 10s in there, like not our style, and we just came from the Dark Angels one where they were knocking that shit out of the park.
Do you think Sanguinius will come back for their Primarch?
No.
When Sanguinius comes back, he'll be the coolest looking Primarch because he can fly.
I mean, it'd be kind of cool if they I don't think they would do that. Just because, like the
Horus Heresy Sanguinius, maybe.
The black. Well, yeah, he has a model in the Horus Heresy.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. Well, he has the resin model from Forge World. I'm not sure if it's Horus Heresy legal or not, but and he looks cool in that game. But it's one of those things where it would be kind of cool from a perspective of if they bring Sanguinius back and then like they just write the lore there on forward with the propaganda as in Sanguinius never died. It just would play into that mythos of, well, everything is controlled in the 41st millennium. Like nothing is true. The Black Rage was just part of the gene seed. It had nothing to do with Sanguinius. But they would have to majorly retcon a lot.
I hope they don't actually bring him back.
No, yeah, I don't want them to do that either. All right, well, that's good for the closing thoughts, I think. I just noticed this guy back here, so I don't know what he's... I want to know more about what this guy is doing.
So he's Uber and eating. He's got the zippy.
Who knows?
Yeah, what the going on here?
I kind of was looking at this where you guys were talking, and I just kind of abandoned any sort of analysis of this.
All right, well, like and subscribe. Make sure to listen to our other range reviews if you haven't already. And I think our next one's going to be Black Templars, so stick around for that.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to have some better artwork, I think, for that one. All right, Blood Angels are cool. See you next time. Bye.
See ya.